Hi, everybody, and welcome to Worthy of Wealth. How are you guys doing? So, we were on last weekend on Sunday, now we're on again today. Why? Because today we're going to do something a little different, a little special. So, first, we're going to talk about how you can make 3 to 5% per week. And then we're going to talk about how you can join a system that can get people for you. And then we're going to join a live Zoom presentation of one of the programs that I'll be talking to you about. So you're going to hear the entire presentation live with the twins. All right. So 3.5% or 3 to 5% per week. How do we do it? There are 3 programs that I'm a part of now that we know who the people are, so that's great. That's wonderful. And we know how they're making their money. So once we know how that's going to go, how that goes, we know that they can be sustainable. So now you have a chance to make 3% of whatever you invest it with to 5% per week. Not per day, it's per week. We're getting away from the per day thing, except for HyperFund. HyperFund is per day. But that's we also know who they are. So I'm also doing that. All right. But it's kind of cool. So I'm talking about FUNDSZ, NOVATECH, and HyperFund. And I'm also talking about NEVAREC. So a lot to remember, but don't worry about it. All the links are below. So first, let's talk about NEVAREC, because NEVAREC is like the foundation of all of them. With all of them, you can just invest alone and do not try to recruit anybody. Don't want to make any referral money. That's up to you. It's totally optional, right? All of them are like that. But I would always suggest that you sign up to get referrals, because you get paid while you're sleeping, in addition to the percentage that you're making on your investment. So it's pretty cool. The problem is a lot of people, like me actually, do not like to recruit. And it's hard to tell someone, hey, get out of your comfort zone and go and tell people about whatever you're doing. It's not that easy. Doing this is not that easy. Talking to you live right now is not even easy for me. If you really knew me, I actually hate talking, but there are times you got to do what you got to do. So I invented NEVAREC. That's a website that I made. One of the websites I made, and I'll tell you about the others later, but like another day. So NEVAREC, what it does, as I promote it, more people will join. And if you are in it already, people will just be placed under you. So NEVAREC is not an investment program or anything like that, or investment system. All it does is that when you join, you would put your link to whatever investment system you're doing on your page. It will give you a page, and you put your link on there. And as I talk about it, or my team talks about it, or wherever I tend to advertise it and more people join, then they'll be placed under you or under that person and under that person automatically. Right? And that's my dog. Okay. My dog is under there. Yeah. So you can do that. There, people will be placed under you so that they now have access to your links. and they know by joining, they're expecting to see your links. That's why, that's why they join in the first place, so that they can click on it and join into whatever you have, right? So that's the good thing about it. They have your email and your phone number. Actually, the other way around. You have their email and their phone number, so you can call them in case they're taking too long to join your stuff or whatever. So you guys can just talk. But it's a nice way to get leads of people who are already into what you're doing. The problem with network marketing and referrals and all that, you're trying to talk to people and they don't necessarily know about network marketing or referrals, and it feels like you are bothering them and all that. So there's people who are joining, they already know about it. They may not know what you're doing, like your system, excuse me, but they know about the referral system and why you need referrals, and so they're expecting you to call them. So it's not a surprise, right? So that's NEVERECT. I'm just going to go through a little bit about how to sign up for NEVERECT. So I'm saying once you have that down, whatever else you join, you just put the links in there. I got to hurry up because at 8 p.m., which is very soon, in about 7 minutes, we're going to join the twins as they have their live Zoom, and they're going to talk about one of the investment systems that we as a team would be promoting, right? So that's at 8 p.m. In a few minutes. We're going to join the live Zoom right here on this channel. So don't go anywhere. But anyway, so let me just try to show you how to sign up for NEVERECT really fast. Of course, you can call me anytime. I mentioned on the title, we're going to sign people up live and put people under people. That's great if people are joining while I'm talking, right? So last time I said that, and then after the show, 2 people joined. So I was able to, so I still put them under someone. I just did like a screenshot and I send it out on our Telegram group. So we couldn't do it live, but it was done anyway. All right. Well, we have 6 minutes. All right. Okay, so this is NEVERECT, right? NEVERECT.com, and it tells you about the program. I'm not going to play the video because I need to join the guys on their live Zoom in 6 minutes. Okay, all right. So you have the $20 plan and the $50 plan. You get more with the $50 plan. You got 8 referrals. A lot of the programs we do or the systems we do, they just require 4 people, but you may be doing more than one system and you may need more people. So yeah, and you can join as many times as you want. That's fine too. All right, so you go ahead and register, and like I said, by joining, you're expecting to your upline to contact you with their link, and you join their program. All right, so you put your full name in there, and you put your you leave this blank. You leave this as 1001. Just leave that as 1001. Put your name up there. Over here, leave it as 1001. Put your phone number in there, and your email. All right. You choose the plan, gold or silver. All right. Now, over here, a lot of people get confused about this. You want to choose pay later if you're gonna pay by, and I'll probably make that a little easier to understand. Pay later, you want to click on that. The ePIN is, let's suppose you would like to give a NEVAREC account to a person as a gift. Then inside of your back office, you would create an ePIN and just email that to your friend or whomever, and they will put that in, and they can join. They will join for free, but you have to pay for the ePIN, right? So you just click. See, when you click pay later, the ePIN goes away. Put your country, your address, your password, click I agree, and then you register. After you have done that, it's going to say your account is pending. So it's pending until you pay. There'll be a link in there to pay, right? 3 minutes until we go live. So there'll be a link for you to pay. You can use Bitcoin, you can use USDT and Ethereum, and then you're in. Okay. We just have 2 minutes, so I was going to show you what your page will look like, but I can't because these guys are going to start any minute. So let's see. Let's see if I can join them. One second. Okay, so they are still getting ready. They're still getting ready, and we're going to join them in a minute. So yeah, so that's an overview of NEVAREC. Okay, it's a foundation of whatever you're doing, regardless of whatever program. You could be doing Amway, you can be doing Melaleuca, you can be doing anything. Okay, she wants to talk, so I'll let you guys see her because she wants to talk. All right, so you can do anything, any program you want. This is the only way she'll stay quiet. And you can just list your link on there, and people will see it and hopefully join your stuff. All right, let me keep track of these guys. Okay, for some reason I'm not hearing them. Okay. 1 second, I'm going to join these guys in a few. She's trying to sniff my keyboard. Nope, don't.
Welcome everybody. We're gonna be getting started in about 1 to 2 minutes. Just waiting for my co-hosts.
All right, they're going to get started. I'm going to add them to the stream now.
This may be a good time to reach out to family, friends, people that you love and care about, people that you want to hear this incredible life-changing financial opportunity.
Definitely reach out to them and invite them to this presentation. We're going to get started in about 1 minute.
All right, so they're going to get started in 1 minute, and then you're going to hear about FUNDSZ. So FUNDSZ is a program that gives you 3% per week. It could be more depending on how their investment goes. So they will go out and invest, and they'll go out and invest, and try to make that 30% for you on your behalf. Okay. All right, let me put her back down because it's kind of. Right.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is an international, global opportunity, so I'm super excited to share with each and every one of you. A lot of you know who I am. Again, I'm Keith Jones. I'm one of the one half of the Power Twins. My brother's name is Kevin Jones. He's our co-host, and we are excited to share this information with you guys. A lot of you know my story, but for the guests hearing the information for the first time, it's important that you know a little bit about who I am, and as well as my brother. Again, we're known as the Power Twins, Keith and Kevin Jones. We've been in business together for 27 years. Now, prior to getting involved in business, my brother worked in corporate America for a company called American Express, and I worked for the Board of Education. We did that for about 12 years until my brother and I, we reached a point where we were basically sick and tired of being broke. Some of you may relate to what I'm saying. It seemed like no matter how hard we worked, we were always coming up short at the end of the month. And it was at that point, after 12 years, my brother and I got together and said, you know, we got to do something different. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, right? And so we knew if we did the same thing for the next 12 years that we did for the previous 12 years, what would really change? So we knew we had to do something different. And that's when my brother and I made a decision to get started in business. We started our own business and it was a failure. You know, it did not work out. We had a lot of big plans, a lot of goals, but it didn't work out. But you know what? We don't give up. Winners never quit, quitters never win. Okay. And so we knew that we just had to find the right vehicle. And that's when we got introduced to network marketing. Our first 5 years was tough. Maybe some of you who are involved in network marketing or know someone involved in network marketing, you know it's not easy, right? Building a team is not easy, right? But we had our breakthrough in our 5th year, so much so that it allowed my brother and I to go full time. And over the next 20 plus years, we were, for the most part, I was full time. And for many of those years, my brother was full time, right? And right around about, I would say a little over 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago, things kind of took a turn, not for the better, but for the worse, where all the success that my brother and I had accumulated in the network marketing industry, things kind of took a turn where I ended up having to go back to work, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. See, the business that I was doing at that time, things wasn't working out. And I ended up, you know, my money, I started dipping into my savings account to the point where after months and months and months, I ran out of money. How many would agree when you run out of money, you got to do something different, right? And so it was at that point I was forced to go back to work. It took me months, guys, months and months and months of pounding the pavement of New York, looking for a job. And thank God I finally found a job. But it was at that point that I said, man, I don't mind being transparent. I was 60 years of age out there looking for a job, finally found a job. And I said to myself, what's going on here? How many would agree that at 60 years of age, you don't want to be working, right? And so here I found myself working at 60 years of age. And I got to with my brother after a few months of working. I said, man, what went wrong? What did we, you know, why are we working? We had so much success, 20 plus years. What went wrong? And here's what I want to share with you guys. Maybe this is a lesson that some of you can learn from. What we found was that we didn't invest. You know, all the monies, the hundreds of thousands of dollars a year that we were earning, right? Yeah, we had the nice cars, the nice places to live, the nice toy. We had all of that stuff, right? But we never took the time to invest. And so my brother and I, we said, you know what? We don't want to be working for the next 5, 10 years. We don't want to be in our 70s still having to work. And so we agreed we want to find some investment opportunities that maybe it will put us in a position where we can walk away from this job thing, right? And believe me, I'm not knocking anyone that's working a job. You know, all I'm saying is that, you know, you have, especially in this economy that we're living in these times that we're living in, you want to have more than just a job. I think we all would agree on that, right? You want to diversify your income. And so my brother and I, we went on a mission to find the best investment opportunities. And let me tell you what happened. A little over 2 years someone introduced me to an opportunity, a investment opportunity very similar to the one I'm going to share with you on today. And let me tell you, it was life changing. In less than a year, I want you to hear this. In less than a year, it allowed my brother and I to totally walk away, retire from our full-time jobs. And family, I don't share that with you to impress you, but to impress upon you that it was nothing special that we did, right? And you'll see what I mean by in a minute. It was an opportunity where we didn't have to recruit, we didn't have to build a team. It was passive income, passive income. I found out that we were able to compound that. And I'm going to share all those things with you and how powerful that was. But here's what I'm excited about. It not only allowed my brother and I to be financially free, but it allowed a lot of our friends and family to be financially free. One of my best friends, he was sharing with me prior to getting involved with that opportunity. He was telling me that he had a home in Africa. Not, it wasn't in a home, it was like a mansion that he was building, and he had an 8-year plan, right? 8 years. He was, he had been paying on years and years and years. He said, Keith, I got 8 more years to pay off this home, this mansion, right? And if anybody wants pictures, I'll send it to you. Let me tell you what happened. With that opportunity, it allowed him to totally, within less than a year, he was able to totally pay off his mansion in Africa. I have friends and family that were able to buy their dream cars through this opportunity. I have friends and family through that particular opportunity, right? They have tens of thousands, some hundreds of thousands of dollars that they were able to accumulate. So why am I sharing that with you? Because this opportunity that I'm going to share with you is very similar, guys, to that opportunity that was introduced to me a little over 2 years ago. So for the guests, I got to warn you, put your business hat on, right? Strap up, boot up, get ready, because the information that you're going to hear, I got to tell you, you may not be able to sleep tonight. Are y'all ready? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me make sure my co-host is on. Mr. Kevin Jones, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Okay, so I want to welcome everyone to Next Level Alliance Group. That's the name of our community that we got started over 2 years ago, and it's building into the thousands. So we're really excited about that. We're on a mission to help people create multiple streams of income. Now, if you're taking notes, you may want to write this information down, guys. I shared with you earlier as far as, the three, some wealth principles, right? And these are the 3 ways to build wealth, the top 3 ways to build wealth today. Number 1 is passive income. Number 2 is compounding. And number 3 is residual income, guys. Well, you might be saying, well, Keith, exactly what is passive income? Passive income is earning money while you sleep. How many like the sound of that? Not only earning money while you sleep, but while you're at work, while you're at play, whatever it is, you could be doing nothing and you make money. How many people like that? And then compounding, guys, this is really the key, compounding your money, right? Compounding is when your money is making money. See, the wealthy people, they understand compounding, guys. The banks, the financial institutions, let me ask everyone a question. When we put our money in the bank, what do you think the bank is doing with our money? They're compounding it, guys. Their money is exponentially growing, guys, and they're making billions, maybe even trillions of dollars, right? And then residual income. I like what my brother says. He said, if you really understood the power of residual income, you would run through a brick wall. Well, residual income is doing something once, right? One time, and now you keep getting paid over and over and over, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, right? Well, in this case, what I'm going to share with you, a residual component that it puts you in a position to get paid on a weekly basis. How many people like the sound of that, right? But again, the key is compound interest, guys. It's the secret to creating wealth for the average folks. And by no means I'm saying that anyone is average, but what I mean when I say average, I'm talking about most people, especially people of color, right? They either making an average income or below average income. But then you have some that are making above average income. That might be you. You might even have some that's listening to this information that maybe you're wealthy, right? But guess what? This is for everyone. People from all walks of life are taking a look, getting this information, and they're jumping in with both feet. And you'll see why in a minute. Now, let me give you an example of the power of compounding, guys, right? So this was shared with me years ago. Someone, I was working at the time, many, many years ago, right? And someone said, Keith, if I gave you a penny and it doubled every day for 30 days, how much do you think it would be at the end of 30 days? Now, the thing about it is I'm good with numbers. I'm a numbers person, right? So I started adding into my head, 1 penny, the next day will be 2 pennies, the next day would double to 4 pennies, then 8 pennies, then 16 pennies. I figured, I said, there'll probably be a couple $1,000s, right off the top of my head. I said, a couple $1,000s. He said, you're way off. I said, $10,000. He said, you're way off. I said, $20,000. He said, you're way off. I said, no way. And then he said, if I gave you $100,000 in this example, would you take it? I said, absolutely, I would take it. He said, you just lost out on millions of dollars. I said, that's impossible. Well, you know what they say, right? Documentation beats conversation. I can show you better than I can tell you. So here it is, guys, in black and white. 1 penny, day 1, day 2, 2 cents, day 3, 4 cents, day 4, 8 cents. And watch this, guys, at the end of 15 days, it's only $163. So there's no way it could be millions, right? But let's keep going. Day 16, 300 and change, then 600, 1,300, 2,600, 5,000. And at the end, at day number 30, look what it's add up to. Over $5 million. Why am I sharing this with you? Because you're seeing an example, a great example of the power of compounding your money. Now, I'm going to share with you a company. I want you to understand what I'm about to tell you. I'm going to share with you a company that's going to put you and I and everyone that's listening, it's going to put us in a position to earn passive income. It's going to allow us to compound our money and earn residual income every week. How many like that? Well, let me put out this disclaimer before I share it with you, right? The information in this webinar or Zoom is for educational purposes only, and it's not investment or financial advice. By no means I'm a financial advisor, but I think I have enough common sense to see a great investment opportunity, and I think you will as well. The passive income industry is risky, and you should only invest the amount you can afford to lose. Let me say that again. Only invest the amount you can afford to lose. I think we all would agree that there are no guarantees when it comes to investment. There are no guarantees when it comes to opportunity. As a matter of fact, there are only a few things in life that are guaranteed. Walking out your door to tomorrow, right? It's not guaranteed, right? And I let me be brutally honest. Waking up tomorrow is not guaranteed, right? I always say that if waking up is a good thing. If you don't believe me, try missing a day, right? So there are only a few things in life that are guaranteed. I think we all would agree on that, right? Now, all of our webinars, Zooms, with videos, emails, and social media posts are only our opinions of programs that are working for us. Please understand this before you invest your time and money. Do your research, and we're going to absolutely give you the documentation on this company before investing or parting with your hard-earned money. Now, we have a very important rule, right? When in profit, take profit. Let me say that again. When in profit, take profit. So we're going to show you how to position yourself to be in profit, right? And then you're going to then be able to play with house money. You're going to withdraw, get your money back that you invested, and now you're playing with house money, meaning you can't lose. I'm going to show you how that works in a minute. Yes.
So are you supposed to be sharing your screen?
Oh, you know what? I apologize for that. You got to let me know, Kev. I'm so excited I forgot to share my screen. I apologize for that, guys. Let me go. Okay. So I'm going to go quickly over the information real quick. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so this is what I was going over, the first slide. Okay, so again, welcome to Next Level Alliance Group. Went over that information. Okay, the top 3 ways to build wealth: passive income. Okay, you now understand what that is. Compounding and residual income. Real quick, passive income is earning money while you sleep. Compounding is your money is making money. That's a principle that the wealthy people understand. That's a principle that the banks and the financial institutions use on a daily basis. Residual income is doing something once and you keep getting paid. But the key is compounding your money, right? And then I showed you, gave you an example of a penny doubling every day. And I was sharing with you how it starts off with the penny, then it doubles to 2 cents, then 4 cents, then 8 cents. And then halfway through day number 15, you're only at $163. But then it starts to build and compound. By the time you got to day 30, it's over $5 million. The power of compounding, right? And then I was going over the disclaimer, guys. And so I was sharing with you that we have a very important rule. When in profit, take profit, right? So we're going to show you how to put yourself in a position where you can make an investment what's comfortable for you, right? Or I like what my brother says, invest what you're willing to lose, right? So don't get excited when by the time that this presentation is over, you get so excited and you say, man, I'm gonna invest all my money. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? Invest what's comfortable for you, right? Because again, there's only a few things in life that are guaranteed, right? Now, even though you're gonna see that this company has been around for 6 years, they haven't missed a beat, but again, be responsible, invest what's comfortable for you. Am I making sense, right? So let me go ahead and share with you how you can earn passive income, residual income, and also you get passive income, you can compound it and earn residual income. And then I'm going to share with you this incredible company that's put you in a position to earn all three. All right. So hold on for 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you a calculator, guys. And this calculator, guys, you can go to the calculatorsite.com. Okay, this is not a calculator that comes from the company that I'm going to share with you, but it's going to give you an example of what's possible by being a part of this incredible company that we're going to share with you. So let me give you an example of how that works. Hold on for 1 second. Hey, I'm doing the Zoom right now. You want to jump on? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so let's say that after you get all the facts, all the information, you are excited, right? You're not going to be able to sleep, and you say, you know what? I can get started with $100. Let me get my feet wet. I can start with $100. I think pretty much everybody can start with $100, right? So I'm going to put in the calculator $100, right? Now, this company has been consistently averaging over 3% on a weekly basis, right? And let me put that in perspective. You go to your bank, right? Or you can go to a financial advisor and say, listen, I want you to put me in a position where my money can grow at 3% on a weekly basis. They're gonna like, what, are you crazy? Right? Because that's not gonna happen. But here, this company is putting us in a position where you can earn, they've been averaging over 3% a week, guys. And so let me just go ahead and change that to 3%, right? And that's on a weekly basis. And the compounding, right, means that you can compound that, the money that's being generated, you can compound that on a weekly basis. What would that look like in, let's say, 5 years, right? Now, think about that. We're talking about a 5-year retirement plan. I call it an early savings retirement plan. Why do I say that? Because when you think about people that work a job, 20, 25, 30 years or more, right? And they want to have something by the time they retire that they can live off, right? And they can be comfortable, right? So they might have like a 401k plan, right? They may have an IRA, they may have a savings account, or whatever they have, mutual fund, whatever they're investing in, right? They're looking at maybe 20 to 30 years that they're constantly, adding to that, right? A 401k plan, you're adding every paycheck, you're putting into that 401k plan, right? So here, I'm sharing with you not a 20 to 30 year plan. I'm sharing with you a 5-year plan, right? And I'm sharing with you where a one-time investment, right? A one-time investment of $100 what would that look like for you and your family in 5 years? Well, let's do the calculation, because one thing about calculators, how many would agree that a calculator is not going to give you wrong information? Numbers don't lie. 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. 10 times 10 will always equal 100, right? People lie, but numbers don't. So let's see what that would look like to you. Guys, we're talking about a $100 in 5 years. You're looking at over $200,000, 217,000 plus. And let's break that down, guys. Year one, you're looking at 365. What does that mean? That means that $100 turns into over $465. That means you more than quadrupled your investment, and you can literally pull out $365 from that from that amount. Nothing to write home to mom about, right? But let's look at year two, 1,697, and look at year three, 7,008, over almost $8,000. Year four, $36,000, and look at this, guys. In year five, $170,000. What does that mean to you? That means that you can literally, from this 217,000, every that would net you $170,000, guys. Right? Let me break that down on a monthly basis, right? Because I think it's important that you see month to month what that would add up to, right? So that $100, right, on a monthly basis, as you start to break it down, month number 12, $55 and change. Month number year number two, you're at 260. Year number three, you're at 1,200. Year number four, 5,000 and change. And by the fifth year, right, what you be able to pull out on a monthly basis is over $26,000. How many could be comfortable at $26,000 a month coming in every month, whether you get up out of bed or not, right? And then there's another thing that you can do out of this 217,000. Let's say you said, you know what? Can I pull out some money from that 217,000? Yes, you can. You might say, you know what? I want to pull out $50,000. That's going to be the down payment on my dream home. Maybe that could be to get your dream car, his and hers. That could be money for your kids' college fund. You decide what's going to work best for you. But I think most people can be comfortable on 26,000 plus coming in every month. And this based on the company keep doing what they're doing, you know, being consistent as they've been for 6+ years. How many would agree? Now, so I know what some of you are thinking. You're saying, well, $100. What if that's nice, Keith? But what if I want to do more than $100? Right? I'm gonna give you another example that you could do. What if you did this on that $100? What if you said, you know what? What if I say I want to add $25 a week to that? Right? I know I don't have to, right? But if I can part with $25 extra a week, which adds up to about $100 a month. Well, let's say if you did that and you added $100 on a monthly basis to that, what would that look like after 5 years? Now you're looking at $1.8 million, guys, in 5 years. And let's break that down on a monthly basis, right? So on a monthly basis, right, it's building. Year one, 365. Year two, you're now over 2,000. Year three, you're over 9,000, almost at $10,000 by your third year. Okay. Most people would say, you know what? I'm good. 10,000 a month. I could be living my best life on 10,000 a month. Some of you say, no, I need to keep going. I need to keep compounding, right? Keep building, right? You keep building by your fourth year, right? You're over 46,000. And by your fifth year, guys, you would have $1.8 million in your account, right? That's your principal, but you can actually pull out $217,000 a month. I'm pretty confident that you can buy some groceries, put some gas in the car. I'm joking, right? But I think we all could say, you know what? I can definitely be living my best life on over $200,000 a month coming in. Am I making sense? As a matter of fact, some of you are probably saying, I don't have to wait 5 years. By my fourth year, shoot, almost at 47,000 that I can be pulling out on a monthly basis. I'm good. Am I making sense? Are you seeing this? Guys, this is why I said this could be life-changing a life-changing financial opportunity for you guys, right? And no one can tell me that it doesn't work, because I shared with you earlier that what happened for my brother and I, and a lot of the people that we shared with this a little over 2 years ago, what it has done for us. So I know that this absolutely can work. But the key is the company. And I'm going to share with you the company and the documentation of this company. They have a 6-year track record, right? So some of you are probably saying, well, what if I wanted to do more than $100? Well, we have people that have done 1,000. We have some that have put in 2,500. We have one of my partners is getting ready to do 10,000, right? But again, what's comfortable for you? Everybody has their comfort level as far as what's comfortable for them. So what if you're that person that says, well, what if I do $1,000? What would that look like? And I don't want to put in any extra money on a monthly basis. I just want to do a one-time $1,000. What would that look like in 5 years? Well, let's do the calculator. You're looking at over $2 million, guys. Let me give you a couple of examples of what you can do. Let's say that, and we're going to do month to month, what that would break down on a month-to-month basis. So let's say you did the 1,000. You would know in 12 months, you're looking at almost $600 a month coming in. Your principal amount would be over $4,600. Year 2, you're at $2,600, $21,000 in your principal account. And look at this, guys. By year 3, you're over $12,000, guys. Here's something that you can do. You can say, you know what? I want to take some of that 12,000. I don't want to compound that. I mean, I don't want to put the whole 12,000 and compound it. What if I took some of that out on every month and left the rest in the compound? So let me give you an example, right? If you say I want to be able to take out by my 3rd year, I want to be able to take out 5,000 every month. That would leave you over $7,000 added to the 88,000. That would you now be at 95,000 that you can compound, right? And then the next month, every month you could be compounding. I mean, you could be taking out 5,000 every month, but you're still building and compounding your money. So meaning that instead of 5 years to get to this amount, where you can literally be taking out over 260,000 a month, what you can basically do, it may take, instead of 5 years, it may take you 5.5 years to get to that number. Or you might say, for some of you might be saying, I don't need that much money. That's I don't need 200-something thousand every month. I could be good at 50-something thousand a month. I could be good at 70,000 a month, right? Everybody is different. You decide what works best for you. Maybe you might say, you know what? By the time I got to 20,000 a month, I'm good. I could be living my best life. You decide what works best for you. I'm gonna give you one more example of what you can do. Let's say you're building, and again, remember, when in profit, take profit. So if you started with 1,000, by the time that you got to, let's say, you're building up to by the time that you've accumulated over $2,000, because remember, this is all adding up. The 136 is adding to the 155 to the 176 to the 200 is adding up. By the time you have $2,000, you can say, you know what? I'm going to take out my 1,000, and I'm going to now I've made my initial investment back, and now you can compound the rest, or you can keep it compounding. Does that make sense? But let me give you another example, and then I'm going to go into the company. Let's say by the time that you got to, I don't know, let's say by the time you got to somewhere around here, month number 40, you got 20,000 that came in for the month. You can take out that 20,000, right? And guess what? That will leave you 147,000 and change. And guess what will come in the following month? Another 20,000 and change. Are you following me? Guys, another thing you can do, let's say by the time that you got to, you had 246,000 in your account. Right? I'm giving you an example, another example. You can say, you know what? I'm going to take out $100,000. I'm going to use that for the down payment on my dream home, the down payment on, I'm going to get my dream car, right? And the rest, 146,000 that's left in there, and I'm going to keep compounding and building on that. I'm giving you an examples of what you can do, guys. That's why I said some of you're probably saying you're going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. You know why? Because you're going to be thinking about things that you can do. You're probably saying, man, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Man, man, I can see where I can be 3 years from now. Are you with me? So with that, I'm going to share with you this incredible company that's putting us in a position with this opportunity. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so if you're taking notes, you may want to write down the name of the company is called FUNDSZ, FUNDSZ, right? If you want to go to the website, just go to funds.com, right? And now, the thing I like about this company, guys, before I do that, let me talk about the industry, okay? We're in the cryptocurrency industry. Now, for those of you saying cryptocurrency, I'm going to say to you, what are you, if you're not in the cryptocurrency industry, what are you doing? Guys, it's not a secret anymore. It's not a secret anymore, right? Because these are called clues. When you have billionaires jumping into the cryptocurrency industry, that's called a clue, okay? Bill Gates, okay? Richard Branson, Elon Musk, right? And for those of you who may not know who Elon Musk is, the Tesla, the electric cars, okay? He's a multi-billionaire. He just recently invested $1.5 billion in cryptocurrency. I mean, you have the top entertainers, the top people in sports. They're all jumping into cryptocurrencies. You have the financial institutions now getting into the cryptocurrency space, guys. That's all called a clue. Okay? See, when you have wealthy people that are very knowledgeable as far as building wealth, and they're jumping in, what do you think we should do? Exactly, guys. And so what I want to do now, I'm going to have my brother share with you a 4-minute video that's going to give you really important information, right? Because it's important, I think, when you talk about documentation, it's important to me. I know it's important to you. This company has, it checks all the boxes as far as documentation, credibility, stability, transparency. They check all the boxes, the CEO, who's running the company, all those things I think we all would agree are important. So Kevin, if you can play that video, let me go ahead and, well, I made you the co-host, so let me stop sharing and you can go ahead and share your screen and share that information. All right, so pay very close attention. It's about a 4-minute video. Kevin?
Okay.
And welcome to FUNDSZ. Trusted by thousands of members and operating in 200+ countries worldwide, FUNDSZ is the world's first decentralized platform that utilizes cutting-edge cryptocurrency technology to empower individuals and organizations to generate passive and recurring sustainable income. Our mission is to bring health, wealth, and prosperity to our community members. Our low fees make it affordable for people around the world to participate in the emerging cryptocurrency industry. I would like to introduce 6 leaders who share a passion for education and helping improve the lives of hundreds of people while growing their wealth. Ailisham Kingray has over 25 years of experience in sales. She has consistently been a top performer in the entertainment and insurance industries in the US, and now she is a successful business owner in Europe. Her business acumen makes her a valuable asset to our leadership team and community. Brian Early, aka Coach B, brings 25 years of business development and education experience. Formerly trained as a high school teacher, he then became road manager for a #1 recording artist. Brian has been a student of the monetization model for many years. He is one of FUNDSZ founders and has played an integral role in the development of our training program. We are fortunate to have Coach B on our team. Jean Lataillade was an accounting professor in his native Haiti. He also has worked in network marketing for over 20 years and owns a business. Jean's wealth of knowledge and years of experience make him a great asset to the FUNDSZ community. Wesley St. Fleur is a consummate banking professional with a specialization in anti-money laundering compliance. Wesley's passion for wealth management, customer education, and vision of the banking industry transformation makes him a great resource. Renee Laralde has over 30 years of business experience in project management, e-commerce, and software development with multi-billion-dollar companies. Renee's passion to enrich people's lives, in addition to his entrepreneurial spirit, led him to help develop the platform. JP Valkars is our chairman of the board and marketing director. He brings 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, and leadership positions in different industries such as healthcare, material handling, and professional services. He is specialized in building sales teams and training dealers and resellers networks across the Americas. Together, these leaders bring over 120 years of combined experience and knowledge. They will guide our community into the future. What sets FUNDSZ apart from the rest? The FUNDSZ developers have been working together for over 5 years with a proven track record of accurate and on-time payments. They've never missed a single payment. We are community-oriented. Earn cryptocurrency daily. Proof of payments available to all members, which is a testimony to our integrity. Performance reports published monthly for transparency. Customize your plan. You can either participate in the passive income component or choose to build a global team network or both. Live training available 5 days a week in multiple languages. Facebook and Telegram groups with amazing support in real time. Robust website and back office. Marketing tools. Step-by-step video tutorials. Plus much more. We'd love for you to join our caring and giving community as we expand into over 200 countries worldwide. We urge you to secure your spot as the masses join across the globe.
Babe!
What?
I got a letter from Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Okay. Ooh, it's my monthly paycheck from Audible.
$1,200. You got paid $1,200 by Audible this month?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, that information is extremely important because documentation means conversation. And so I wanted to share that with you guys so that you can understand that this is not one of those companies that was just popped up out of nowhere and they do what is called a rug pull, here today, gone tomorrow. This company has a 6-year track record. And if you heard in a video, they have been on time and have never missed a payment from the beginning. That's important, and I know it's important to you guys as well. So I wanted to share that information with you guys. And let me just finish up regarding the company. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so the problem, guys, is that most people are struggling with mounting debt. Inflation continues to increase while wages decrease. More work loaded with less pay. I think we all would agree on that. What's the solution? FUNDSZ is a safe and private platform that multiplies and compounds your money. This is the best way to build wealth. Okay, so you saw the advisory board, guys. Albert Einstein, okay, one of the brilliant minds. Here's what he said about compound interest. It's the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Okay, and so I shared with you staking and how you can compound your money. They average 3 to 4% a week, 12 to 16% a month on average, right, guys? That's the way to build wealth. Once you sign up, and it is free to sign up. Once you sign up, then you want to determine how much you want to fund your account. You're going to get a lot of benefits in your back office. One of the benefits that you receive is you're able to advertise. If you have any type of business, it could be any business, you can advertise on their platform, right? Absolutely free. Okay, absolutely free. You can advertise your business. It doesn't have to be FUNDSZ. It could be FUNDSZ or it could be any business that you want to advertise on their platform, absolutely free. That's one of the benefits that you receive, right? J. Paul Getty, how many are familiar with J. Paul Getty? In the early 1900s, he was the richest person in the world. And here's what he said: I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people as opposed to 100% of my own, right? Because if something happens to you, what happens to your income? It stops. But if you have income that's being generated, or by others, right? That's really the best way. That's one of the ways to build wealth. Now, some of you might be saying, well, is this one of these network marketing where I have to build a team? Well, let me ask, if you're that person, let me ask you a question. When I shared with you the 3 ways to build wealth, passive income, compounded, and residual on a weekly basis, did I mention anything about building a team? Did I mention anything about recruiting? No, that's not a requirement to earn the income that I showed you in that calculator, guys. Has nothing to do with building a team. If you choose, you don't have to introduce one person to this opportunity, right? I don't recommend that, right? But I recommend that you do, but it's optional. Write that down. You don't have to recruit anyone. You don't have to bring anyone. It's 100% optional, but I highly recommend it, right? I think we all would agree that we're living in tough times, guys, unfulfilling careers, too much debt, living paycheck to paycheck, anxiety and stress to pay bills, no disposable income for fun stuff, too many work hours, no vacation money, less time with family and friends, argument over money, college tuition skyrocketing. Does anybody can relate to that? I know when my brother and I, when we were working, when we got out of college, our first 12 years, it was a struggle. I can definitely relate to that. Well, I believe that the good times are coming, right? With this opportunity where you can be your own boss, be debt-free, save for the future. Remember, I showed you that your 5-year, for some, it's going to be less than that. It could be a 3-year early retirement savings plan, right? No money, no more money problems, plenty of money for fun stuff. You can set your own out. The thing I like about this is that you decide how many hours you're going to work. You can literally, if you just want to do the passive side, you can literally do a less than an hour a week, right? Just check your account, see how much money you're in. You can compound it, withdraw it. You decide what you want to do. Okay, that's less than 1 hour a week, right? Or if you want to build a team, maybe you put in an extra couple hours a week. You decide what works best for you, right? You have vacation and travel, right? Once you build it to the level that you want to build it to, okay. If traveling is one of your things, you can do that. I know that's on my bucket list. More time with family and friends. No more arguing over money. Set aside money for college for you or for your kids, right? Now, I'm not going to go into detail of the affiliate referral program. Tomorrow, okay, if you want to learn step by step how the affiliate referral program works, okay, I'm going to do an extensive training on that, as well as I'm going to go through the back office. I'm going to go over how to fund your account if you're new. I'm going to go over how you do withdrawals. You can withdraw money anytime that you want, as long as the money is there. We're going to show you how that works. And we're going to go over the back office. So it's going to be a great training. And I'm going to have one of our leaders, as well as my brother, to go over that information with you, right? So I'm not going to go into detail, but real quick, if you decide to participate in the affiliate referral program, guys, I recommend that you do. Here's why. Because let's say that based on what you saw, you know that it could be like a 3 to 5 year plan for you to reach your financial goals, right? Well, if you decide to participate in the referral program, right, you can cut that time in half or less. Here's why. Because the type of monies that they will pay out, and I'm gonna go over it real quick with you, you can definitely cut that time in half. And it's simple, guys. It's not something that you have to try to convince people, right? Just share. And it could be as simple as call up a friend, family member, co-worker, whoever, right? And say, hey, listen, I found something that got me excited, and I want you to see it. I want to get your feedback on it. Boom. If they say, well, what is it about? Listen, all I can tell you is I've been looking for a way to invest, and I think I found it. I can't explain it to you. It's 90% visual. All I can tell you, you got to see this, right? Here's another one. Listen, I've been looking for a way to diversify my income, and I think I found it. You got to see this. Boom. Send them the information, right? On the presentations, we do Tuesday, Thursday, and we'll probably do either Saturday or Sunday, and invite them to the presentation. We're going to be having videos and recorded presentations that you can send them, right? And let them tell you, hey, man, I'm excited, or you know what, it's not for me, right? And if they say it's not for me, say, hey, no problem. If you change your mind, let me know. That's it. But if that's not you, you just want to be a secret agent, you just want to earn that passive income that I shared with you, you can do that as well. And does that make sense? So real quick, I'm going to go over the this information, but I'm going to go over in detail on tomorrow's training. So the staking, you already know how that works. You're going to earn an average of 3 to 4% on a weekly basis, guys. That's 12 to 16% on a monthly average. Staking, personal referrals. So all that means is that anyone that you personally refer, right, whatever they invest, you're going to earn 10%. If they invest 1,000, you earn 100. If they invest 10,000, you earn 1,000, right? 10% of whatever that person that you refer. It could be 1, or it could be 10, or it could be 100. Whoever, how many people that you refer, you're going to earn that 10%, right? Team referrals through 8 generations. So let's say you refer someone. Let's say you referred me, and I refer someone who refers someone who 8 generations of people. You're going to earn on 8 generations of people 2% on eight generations all the way through, right? 2% on every level. Membership, personal referrals. Okay, there's a membership, a monthly membership of $10 or $30. Okay, just for the sake of time, I'm going to recommend the $30. Why? Because that means that you're not leaving any money on the table, right? But if you're going to just do the passive side, then maybe you just want to do the $10 monthly. Now, does that come from your bank account? No, it's going to come from your earnings that's coming out that you earn every month. They just take it out of your earnings that you generate on a monthly basis. So it'll get to a point where you won't even miss it, right? So it's not where you have to send money in. It can come out of the earnings that you're generating on a monthly basis. 13%, what does that mean? That means that they have what is called 4x8 matrix, where you can get what is called spillover. What is that? Spillover is where people can automatically fall in your matrix. You may not even know the people, but they're falling in your matrix, right? And you're getting paid. If you personally refer the people, 13% plus additional 7%, that's a 20% on that $10 or $30 every single month. That's extra income. And then if you don't refer them, but they fall in your matrix, you're earning 7% on a monthly basis, guys. That's powerful. You know why? Because it allows my brother and I and the leaders on our team to, as we're referring people and bringing people in to this program, right, to this platform, right, we can place them under you. And when that happens, you're earning on a monthly basis. How powerful is that, right? They have a car bonus point, 25% match. All that means is that anyone that you refer and that they refer, right, as that starts to build on a monthly basis, you're earning 25% of that. So if is it built to $1,000 for the month, that will be $250 to you. It builds to $10,000 a month, that's $2,500 a month to you, right? So that's the car bonus program. And then they have the house bonus, 4%. I'm not going to go into detail. I'll go over that information tomorrow. But basically, all it means is that you can earn up to additional 4% on all the monies that's being generated in your entire group that's building. Does that make sense? And then we already talked about the marketplace, where they allow you to advertise absolutely free in their marketplace, right? Your business, whatever the business is. So again, I'm going to go over this information tomorrow in more detail, right? But here's what I want to show you. Documentation beats conversation, right? So here's the monthly performances over the last few months. And you can see that for the month of November, right, they did 13.30%. That averages out to over 3% for the week. And then for the month of December, they just missed hitting 16%, which is almost 4% on a weekly basis, right? And then the month of January, 12.8%. In the month of February, they did 12.42%. And since I've joined, which is now going into my second week, the first week was, I think it was like 3.1%. And now I'm in my second week. So tomorrow, I'll have an idea of what it's going to be. So guys, again, documentation beats conversation. So before I open it up, let me go to my better half, Mr. Kevin Jones. Is there, what's the minimum? Because I know people said, well, what's the minimum I can get started with? 130. Why 130? $30. Well, let me say 110 if you're going to be, you just want to do the passive side. It'd be $10 to cover the monthly, and $100 is the minimum. If you want to, don't leave any money on the table, $130, $30 to cover your membership, and $100 to fund your account. Am I making sense? And then if you ask, well, what do you recommend the minimum to get started with? I would say a minimum $330, right? Because now you can see some nice returns on a weekly basis, so that when that monthly membership kicks in, boom, You won't even miss it. Does that make sense, right? But again, do what's comfortable for you. If 500 is good for you, 1,000, 2,500, whatever is comfortable for you, right? Everybody is different as far as what's going to work for them. So with that, Kevin, anything that I missed before we open it up for Q&A?
No, you covered everything. Great presentation. Super, super excited.
Okay, awesome. So guys, tomorrow's training is going to be the same link. The same link we're going to be on to do the training, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to do an awesome training. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open it up for Q&A. If anybody have any questions or comments, you can raise your hand or come off the mute. Let me go ahead and open it up.
Someone asked, what is the monthly membership?
$10 or $30. And again, you don't have to send that in. It can come directly from your earnings on a monthly basis. It can come out of your earnings on a monthly basis. Okay. Does anyone have any questions or comments before we close out?
How do you join?
Great question. Get with the person that invited you to this Zoom presentation. Ask them for their link, and if they're not in, ask them. Say, hey, listen, I saw something incredible. Well, if they invited you, most likely they saw the presentation as well. Ask them if they are on board, and if so, tell them to send you their link. And if they're not on board and they're not looking to get on board, then you can contact myself or my brother Kevin. If you can put in the chat. Hold on for 1 second. Let me just change it up so it'll go out to everyone. Okay, I'll just put our emails in the chat. If you were invited by myself or my brother, or came through a platform that we have, Telegram or whatever chat that we have, that you saw the information, you can email my brother or myself, and we can send you the link to get started. But again, most important, if you were invited by someone, get with that person. Okay. Zoom user, I'm not sure who you are, but you have your hand raised.
Hey, Keith, it's Phyllis. Yeah, I don't know why it says that, but I sent you a text. Those of us that were with you as part of the beta group, just remind those, because I know you had a beta group that tested this out with you. And you have that list for people who had already gotten started. I just want to remind you, how do you want us to approach that?
Okay, so what Phyllis is talking about, we're in our second week. So we're really just getting started. But we have, the thing I like about this company, I want you to hear this. The thing I like about this company is that it allows people that have networks, people that have large organizations, right, to have their team, their group, their organization benefit from what they built, right? So what that means is that my brother and I, our network is huge, right? And so we're on a mission to help our team, our community, benefit from what it is that we're doing, meaning that we can place people underneath you, and you're going to be generating on lifetime residual income. As long as this company is here, we hope and pray that this company's going to be around for another 6 years, right? 10 years, 15 years, ongoing, right? And that's lifetime residual income that you're going to earn. We've already started the process where we're placing people. Some of you are seeing money that's hitting your account. You're probably figuring, where's this money coming from? It's because we're placing people. And then those people can place people who can place people, and it can start to really build very, very fast. Just to let you know, my brother and I, we've set a goal to put 5,000 people in business in this opportunity in 90 days, right? And we believe we're going to do it. You know why? Because our network is huge, and we're getting ready to tap that entire network. But in addition to that, we're going to have platforms of what we call a co-op that you can participate, where we're going to have lead generation programs, things that we're going to be doing that we learn from experience and years of experience and building, that is going to help you to be part of this team to benefit from everything that we're doing. So Phyllis, great question. And again, we're just getting started, but the best is yet to come. Any other questions or comments before we close out? Okay, so if we don't have, well, let me go to the chat. Let me see if there's any questions in the chat. Let me see, please record. Mr. Erica, did not get a chance to record it, but I believe we do have a recording of the one I did on Tuesday. So if we do, I'll get that to you. And the next one that I'll do, which will probably be on Saturday or Sunday, I'll get that information out. Just remind me at the very beginning to record it. Not showing your screen, yes. Okay, apologize for that. How many accounts can you have? Okay, you can have more than one account, but what I would recommend before you start jumping into getting a bunch of accounts, you know, you want to have a game plan, and that's where you want to get with your sponsor, your upline leader, or my brother or myself, and we can kind of go over what would be the best scenario if you decide to have more than one account. Can you put the video on the chat so we can have it? Thanks. The video on the chat. If anybody wants that video that I showed, just email my brother or myself, and we can send that to you. What is the minimum to get started? Okay, I went over that information. $130. Or $110 if you're gonna just do the passive income side. Can you increase your initial investment from 100 to 500 or 1,000 anytime? Absolutely. You can start with 100, 200, 300, 500, whatever.
Hey, crypto investors, do you want to know how Rick is generating hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month?
Sorry about that.
And you can add anytime you want. You can add to your principal amount anytime that you want, as often as you want. Okay. Can you increase your initial investment from 100 to? Yes, you can. You can increase it as much as you want. Okay, OJ, what time is Friday's call? 8 p.m. Where can we find the 4-minute video? Again, just email my brother or myself.
I just put it in the chat.
Okay, my brother put the link in the chat. Okay, reminder that the CEO email calls and host company Zoom. Okay, yes. Another thing that's being transparent, the CEO of the company and the advisory board, they do their own Zoom calls where you can go on, you can speak to them, have questions, they go over the information, they're transparent. Again, that's key. That's, you know, again, when I say they check all the boxes, that's one of them. Okay, so if you want the 4-minute video that I played, my brother put the link in the Zoom. Okay, so any other questions or comments before we close out?
How often can you withdraw?
You can withdraw is when you have at least $100, right? When you have at least $100 in your account, right? You can withdraw. Now, you can also withdraw from your principal, but understand this: if you withdraw from your principal within the first 90 days, right? Then I think there's a fee involved. I forget what the fee is, maybe 10% or something. I forgot what it is. But after 90 days, there's no fee, right? And so that's important. So not that you want to be looking to withdraw from your principal, because remember, your principal, you want to be adding to it and building it. That's the compounding effect, right? But at some point, if you decide that you need to withdraw from your principal, you can do that. Any other questions or comments before we close out? So again, I'm going to end before I bring my brother to close. Someone had a question?
Yeah, so within that, those, I think you said 90 days or 30 days, is any remaining amount going back into the compound as far as after they take out the membership fee?
Yeah, so if you're taking out, see, there's two things that'll be happening. The weekly profits that's being generated on a weekly basis, that's coming in. You can withdraw from that at any time. There's no fee to withdraw from that, right? And it has to be at least $25, right, to do a withdrawal. You can do that anytime you want. And then you have your principal. That's like, let's say if your principal is like, let's say if you started with $1,000, that's your principal. you can, and if you withdraw from your principal, let's say your principal is building and building, and then you said, I want to take some money out of that. Let's say it's up to $2,000, and you say, I want to take out $500 from my principal. If it's within the first 90 days, there is a fee. You can do it, but there is a fee attached to that. Now, after 90 days, let's say you're building, it's you in your 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you got, let's say 20,000 or whatever, 10,000, whatever it is, right? You say, you know what? I want to take some from my principal. Let's say you have 10,000, you want to take out 1,000, right? You take out 1,000, that will leave you 9,000 in your principal, and your 1,000 you took out. And because it was after 90 days, there's no fee to take out from your principal amount. Does that make sense?
Yes, I just want to make sure the interest can be pulled out weekly or anytime.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There's no fee on that. Okay. Any other questions or comments before we close out?
Is the average 3% daily or weekly?
Weekly, 3 to 4% a week. Any other questions or comments before we close out?
Yes, I'd like to know if you can leave your email address.
Yes, it's in the chat.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to my better half, Mr. Kevin Jones. He's going to go ahead and close us out.
Thank you, Keith. Awesome presentation again, as always. And community, family, we are very fortunate to have Mr. Keith Jones to do our presentation. For those of you who may or may not know, Mr. Jones has been recognized as one of the top presenters over the past 25 to 30 years. He has shared the stage with icons and multimillionaires. He's been asked to do presentations for a lot of high-level individuals and network marketing companies. So we are very fortunate to have Mr. Keith Jones to do our presentations. And every time I hear him do the presentation, I get excited and I want to sign up all over again. So to the individuals that have made the decision to sign up and fund their account, congratulations. I believe that you made a smart, wise, intelligent decision. And for the guests looking at this for the very first time, there's always 3 questions that you want to ask yourself. The first question is, does it make sense? The second question you want to ask yourself is, can I do this? And the third question is, who do I know that need to see this? And when Keith asked, well, actually, this time I shared it with Keith, but the individual was someone in the community, and I always try to be reciprocal, regardless of who they are, and always try to have an open mind. That's the right thing to do. So with someone, I don't really know him, but I just knew that he was in our community and he had supported Next Level Alliance. So the information made sense. I said, I can do this. And I supported him by joining him. And then I told my brother, and he said, this makes sense. He said the same thing. He said, let's do this. And we locked arms and we started calling people. And literally every person that has seen the presentation has signed up. And so I'm super, super excited for what the future holds. So with that, I see everyone, and I mean everyone at the top, at the very tip top. Why? Because the bottom is just way too crowded. Everyone have a blessed evening. We'll see you on the next call. Make sure you plug into the training tomorrow. And what time is that, Keith?
8 p.m. Eastern time.
Same link, correct?
Same link.
Same link, 8 o'clock tomorrow training. Everyone have a blessed evening. Good night.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Okay, so there you have it.
Have a good evening. You too.
Mute them out. All right, so there you have it. So that presentation tomorrow will also be here live as well. So look out for that. If you have any questions, call that number on the screen. We are trying to really get around this because it just makes sense, right? It's not hard to do. Anyone can do it. So we're very excited about it. It's easy to understand, you know, so, and it's kind of fun, right? for those who have done staking before in crypto, they would understand it right away. Staking is just another word for compounding, but in the crypto world, right? So in the regular world, you have compounding. In the crypto world, you have staking. So that's what this company does. They will stake your money and they will invest it in different things, and they give you back about 3% per week. Okay. If you have someone in mind that may want to join under you, you can have them call me and I can explain it to them, but you have to give me your name and their name so I know they belong to you, kind of thing. Do that, right? So make sure I have both names so I know who to give the credit, right? We can also put people under people and all that stuff. Like I said, I try to do it live whenever people join live. That's kind of fun. But I will be doing it after the show if people join after the show, obviously. All right. Join our Telegram group at the bottom. It's in the description. And it's growing really fast, so join is kind of fun too. You get more information on there. I will be sharing some Excel spreadsheet files on how to keep track of your investment as you get your 3% or more, right? And some of the tips that you might need. So yeah, so just go out there and start talking about it. Now I'm going to check for questions in a sec. Let me check now. Let me check for questions now. Oh, there's a question. Oh, there are a whole bunch of questions. No, not a bunch of questions. Okay, so Jerry, if a person had to make a choice of which to get started with first, NOVATECH or FUNDSZ? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know how to answer that. They're actually just about equal. I like to, so I'm actually glad they're equal. With both of them, we know who the people are. With both of them, you get 3 to 5% per week. It depends on the market as it goes up and down. Wow, I don't know what to tell you. Both of them, they are consistent with paying out. So I'll just say do both because it's better to have like a safety net, you know, because they have been very consistent, but doesn't mean something can happen, God forbid, right? So I like to have both, and they're both easy to understand. Which one is better? Yeah, I've been in NOVATECH longer, but that doesn't mean because that is better. It's just that I've been in that one longer. But they're both great. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't answer it in a better way for you, but it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah. Any other questions? So tomorrow there'll be another presentation. So that starts at 8. I will be on from 7:30 to talk about NOVATECH, because you can use NOVATECH to get people to join FUNDSZ or NOVATECH. So I'll be on from 7:30 to talk about that, and then we will join them to talk about funds. Yes. So he's asking again, both platforms are to be funded with crypto. Yes. You have choices: Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDT. Yes. All the platforms that we talked about, yeah, they use crypto. Right? Even NEVERAC, my platform, you join with crypto also. Just as well, I'm waiting on another question, but just as a plug, I guess you could say it's a shameless plug. I am building another platform. As some of you know, I build apps and websites every now and then. That's not my day job, but I do that. And I'm building another platform, and this will be a social media platform. And the idea behind it is the platform it's a social media magazine, so it has interesting content on it. But the idea is that since it's my platform, I get to advertise what we are doing, NOVATECH and NEVERAC and also FUNDSZ. So that way, our team will get more people to join their stuff, right? That's the whole idea. That's one of the ideas. So I'll tell you more about that later on. So I'm finding innovative ways to advertise so that you guys will benefit. So look out for that. Should be done in about another week or so. Kind of excited about it. I'm on NEVERAC already. I plan to join this weekend, but decision between join all of them. That's what I did. Again, you have to diversify your investment. And again, if you do it the new way that we're doing it now, it won't hurt. So back in the day, I would join with like 10,000 on this one and 10,000 on that one. And yeah, right. So people would try to do the same, and then they end up in problems, and they took loans and stuff like that. So this time around, I've decided not to do that. I'm going to be my own example. So if you invest a little bit in one and a little bit in the other one, so you're being more fiscally responsible, then you're okay. Join them both. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's something my mom used to say. Join them both. Put some in this one, put some in that one. Put like 1,000 in each or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. All right, but don't put all 10,000 in one and whatever. Even though they're going to be around, but you're just trying to be fiscally responsible. Okay. Best wishes on you, new baby. Yeah, I get bored at times. Okay, so when I do it, I build websites, among other things. But yeah. But again, you got to find ways to do business now. It's a different world. It's a totally different world now. And my day job is to where I help businesses improve and make more money. I'm talking about regular businesses on the street, and things like grants and professional development. So if I'm advising them what to do, I should do the same here, right? So the way you do business changes constantly. Okay, so likewise, the way you invest should change as well. I got I wish next time I'll load it up. I got a notification on my phone from Robinhood telling me, congratulations, you got dividends. It was $1.60, and they're excited about dividends from some company that I invested in. They have so many people, even though I invested a sizable amount, they had so many millions of investors. I only got $1.60, right? So back in the day, like when my dad would invest in stuff, and when he got dividends, you know, it was a big deal. Now it's not really that big a deal. You got to find other ways to invest, other ways to do business. Business is constantly changing. Ways of advertising is constantly changing. We used to advertise on Facebook, and that was, yeah, you got everyone on Facebook. Now it's not that. It's more like TikTok and Instagram, right? So it's changing constantly. So I'll change with it. Any other questions before I close this out? As you said, you're on NOVATECH already. Someone asked me last week if you're already on NOVATECH, if they have to pay again. No, you don't. Once you're on NOVATECH, you're on. I may be changing it to a monthly fee model. That way people can earn residual income on NOVATECH as well. So look out for that. I'm trying to run the numbers. All right. So that way you're going to make money 3 ways. So we're working on that. Just working out the math. Okay. All right, so that's it. I will stop there. So again, look out for the show tomorrow. I'm going to start around 7:30 to talk about NOVATECH. So I have to talk about NOVATECH. That's how we get people in. So you get people, right? If I don't advertise NOVATECH, you don't get anybody. So we're going to do that at 7:30. And then we're going to join the twins at 8 o'clock to talk about funds. There would be a show to talk about NOVATECH, so I'll get the time right on that one as well, because we have to talk about all 3. Okay, so that's it. All right, so with that, I'm going to say goodbye. No one else is asking any more questions. All right, I wish you all a blessed day. Well, for me, it's night. And hopefully see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, everybody.